Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Before your eyes is CNN's front page at this moment. The headline for September 5th, Saturday, is the story of a 17-year-old boy who identifies as a woman and for weeks has now been getting dressed in the girls' locker room for PE. The second I saw this story, I said in my mind, I bet anything, this character's name right here, this person being presented, I bet their name gematria will sum to 53. If you're new here, gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. The number 53 is very important to transgender and the entire Bruce Jenner transition thus far, which we'll revisit. Before we get into all this coding, let's just watch the mainstream coverage. I want to show you what's very comical about CNN's coverage. Here we go, Truth Seeker.
Students walked out of Hillsborough High School to show opposition to transgender student Lila using the girls' locker room and girls' bathrooms. Thursday, parents told the school board their daughters aren't.
Do you see how this number was just on the screen and then they went out to another shot and here it is on the screen? It's the only number visible on the screen. This girl also has a shirt, but it's not entirely visible, or a number but not visible. Anyhow, he's wearing 33. The number of the hoax, the number that they have to put before our eyes in all of these hoaxes. Since my first video, I've been showing how the mainstream media routinely codes in 33. Sometimes it's more obvious than others. 33 also applies in this story because the word gay has gematria of 33, kind of like how the word homosexual has gematria of 133. Major relationships between these words and numbers. Also, this name Litz has a simple English gematria of 67, another number important to women. International Women's Day is the 67th day of the year, March 8th. The word woman in Jewish gematria sums to 67, a very female number. So is 66, which we will get to, and 42. Let's just continue with this mainstream news coverage.
Comfortable in a bathroom with a student that has the body of a boy. Now, friends and support.
And don't you hate how the news just says things so matter of fact without any common sense? It's just part of the way the machine works. I mean, who would be comfortable after all of their life growing up with just girls in the locker room and then all of a sudden, there's a boy in, who knows, tighty-whities, panties with his junk? It would be very awkward. I think many people would be uncomfortable. Even in this world where so many people already have anxiety about their bodies, they're afraid to be naked or in less clothing around their own sex. So adding somebody else, just that much more. And as I've been saying in the Bruce Jenner videos I've done, the reason they're doing this is to introduce confusion to the masses, to complicate society that much more, because when we're complicated, when we're stressed, we're much more easily conquered. Here we go.
Supporters of Lila want to show their support for the rights and feelings of transgender students with their own event, a huge rally in Hillsborough.
The main message is to educate people on what transsexuality is, and it's to spread more positivity and to bring down the hostility.
What are the rights of transgender students?
I don't think that girl wearing an Alice in Chains t-shirt was a coincidence. I think this is just all part of the psychological programming. It's not from the rock band angle, it's from this man wanting to be a woman and being recognized angle.
Hillsborough R3 School District is one of the first, but not the only district in Missouri working on the answer.
That bus just had R3 on the side of it. R breaks down to 9 in Pythagorean gematria. 9-3, one of these heavily coded numbers in the hoaxes as well. The word propaganda has gematria of 93. All of this imagery is purposeful. This is what I am trying to teach people. It's not a coincidence what goes before our eyes. This is how they program it. Yes, I admit it is very mad, but this is truly what they're doing. The more of this you see, the more undeniable it becomes.
Years ago, there had never been a call to, I've never received a call dealing with this issue, and this year I've received 6 or 7.
Parents want the Hillsborough District to write a policy that accommodates all concerns, but the Justice Department says any policy perceived to discriminate based on a student adopting a new gender identity is no less a violation than discriminating because a student is male or female. The districts worked hard to follow the law and offered a private bathroom to Lily, but she said no.
I didn't want to feel segregated out. I didn't want to be in the gender neutral bathroom.
So the district appears to find itself unable to resolve the controversy because the federal government says the final decision is the students.
But the district cannot require the students to use the private or gender-neutral bathroom. That would result in discrimination based on sex.
All right, so there's the coverage. Notice it's a minute 38 in length. Video was a minute 38 in length. The phrase, the American dream, sums to 138. So does the name Donald Trump, who's getting a lot of media publicity. Anyhow, the second I saw this headline, I imagined the name was going to sum to 53. And not by coincidence, it does. The name Lila in Pythagorean gematria is 16. Remember, if you write out 16 and sum it, it sums to 33. Only 16 and 90 have that property. 90. Gematria of 33. So special numbers. 37 for Perry. Lila Perry, Pythagorean gematria 53. Just like the word transgender in Pythagorean gematria. And the word gender with simple English gematria using the alphabetic order. Gematria 53. Pythagoreans where the letters are compressed. If you want to know how to do this, just type in how to gematria on your browser. The lesson will pop right up. I got a video. You only have to watch the first 10 minutes. You'll be good to go. Life-changing skills, possibly. I say that you will read news headlines more clearly than you ever have before if you understand what's being coded before you. This story takes place in Missouri, which has a connection to the word female. Female in simple English gematria sums to 42. Missouri in Pythagorean gematria sums to 42. I just did a video on the death of Dust Lady at 42. Lady is another word with 42 gematria. The word bitch has gematria of 42. 42 is a number coded by the Freemasons in things that were divided over. So they're coded into race, sexuality, and more. The Freemasons believe in conquering through dividing. They code the things they divide us by with their numbers. The English is their language system. That's what I've reached from my research. If you disagree, I would love to hear your opinion. I'm always open to being persuaded. This takes place at Hillsborough High School. Hillsborough, that gematria of 47 we find a lot. The whole title, though, a 106, the number of prophecy, a number being coded a lot. 115, Freemasons, the plural, coding we find often in these hoax stories. Those initials also for Lila Perry sum to 28, just like the word man. And, of course, this is a story about a man wanting to be recognized as a woman. Just like Bruce Jenner, who recently became Caitlyn. Bruce Jenner posed on the cover of Vanity Fair with this phrase saying, "Call me Caitlyn." In Pythagorean gematria, "Call me Caitlyn" sums to 49, just like how the name Bruce in simple English gematria sums to 49. But get this, Vanity Fair Truth Seeker has a gematria of 53, the magazine he posed on. Vanity Fair in gematria sums to 53, like transgender, like Lila Perry, like gender in simple English gematria. And of course, the word gender sounds like Jenner, Bruce Jenner's last name, Caitlyn Jenner. All of this was happening while Obama was 53, and there are major transgender rumors surrounding his wife. I used to scoff at such things, but these days I wonder. In the year 2009, on the date of May 3rd, written 5-3 in many parts, like 53, there was an episode predicting Bruce Jenner would become a woman. Now get this, Truth Seeker. Bruce Jenner might have been picked to be the person he is right now in society fulfilling this role of this agenda. It could have been somebody else, but perhaps he was picked because he had the most fitting numbers. Check this out. The word woman has simple English gematria of 66. Very important number. The Queen of England owns 6.6 billion acres of land. Really the throne, but right now that's the Queen. Manifest Destiny, gematria of 66, important number. Anyhow, the name Jenner has gematria of 66. This year, Bruce Jenner will turn 66 years old on the date of October 28th, 2015. This is a date, 10 plus 28 plus 15, with 53 numerology. He's turning 66 on this date. See how nicely it all lines up? This is the real deal, Truth Seeker. This is the real deal. This is how they do it. This is how they hoax us. This is how their agents are picked. I did a video on how the first episode of I Am Kate, how in that first episode it began with an alarm clock focused on the time of 4:32 in the morning. Yesterday, September 4th, Los Angeles turned 234 years old. 234 is the reflection of 432. When you add 234 plus its reflection, it sums to 666. 666 is a number made famous in Revelation. Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible. Revelation has Pythagorean gematria of 49, simple English gematria of 121. LA's birthday is the 4th day of September, which is written 4/9 in many places like like 49. And the acronym LA, L's the 12th letter, A's the first, 12-1. Notice how 12-1's a lot like how Revelation sums to 121. And as I've been showing, this entire nation, from our nation's overall birthday to Philadelphia to a whole lot more, it's mostly mapped out by Revelation. New York, LA, the two biggest cities in the nation, completely based on Revelation. On the date that I Am Kate debuted, it was Obama's 6th year, 6th month, 6th day in office. In Detroit, they unveiled the Baphomet statue, the one that was missing breasts, also a gender mutilation. They had a woman out there named Shia Man, or maybe it was Priya Man. Let me see, Truth Seeker. I want to show you this. On the date they unveiled the Baphomet statue, the same day I Am Kate debuted, they sent a woman to the scene in Detroit named Priya Man, her name gematria of 666, to unveil the satanic statue on Obama's 6th year, 6th month, 6th day in office. Recently, we saw Obama hire the transgender employee. There's just a whole lot going on here, a whole lot syncing up. A real conspiracy is being waged against us by the numbers. It is before our eyes. If you know this gematria language, you'll see through all of it. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.